you guys, it's Haley. This is going to be the most recent Motionless in White concert experience video. I also got requested to show the merchandise that I got from the concert. I usually save up year-round to buy the merch there, so it's always really exciting to me, and I do plan on showing you guys in this video. Also, if you don't know, I don't want to, talk too much before actually getting into what this video is about, but this was something kind of exciting that happened the night before, and I really do want to mention it to you guys. So, if you don't know that Devin has a Twitch, it's like a gaming, streaming thing. He'll, like, reply to people, like, you can comment on it. There's, like, a chat and you can comment on, and he'll totally interact with people. He has, like, a camera that you could see him on. Sometimes it's off, but usually it is on, and you can hear him. It's really cool and all. They were in Colorado Springs the night before, so they were, here in Colorado, and I asked him if he was excited to be in Colorado, and Devin replies to me saying, "I'm excited to be here, Haley, because you're here, baby." And I died. I probably turned beet red and freaked out. I kid you not, I was so happy. That just made my heart, like feel like I was having a heart attack. And minutes later, I asked him what his favorite color was, and he's like, "Haley, my favorite color is Haley." Again, probably turned red and died. It was just really exciting for me. Usually he does interact with me on these, but his response to those ones just made my heart stop. He was also arguing with me about the weather. He was saying it was really cold here, and I was telling him it's not cold, like, at all. And he was like, "Haley, it's 50 degrees. And Vinny yelled at me too. Vinny was like, "It is cold, Haley." So that was really cute and fun, but that isn't really related to the concert, but it did make me even more excited for the concert the next day, which I didn't think I could even be more excited. But it made me even more pumped. But let's get into the actual concert portion of the video. I get to the venue, and I'm there for about a half hour, and I actually got to run into Ricky, which was really exciting. He was outside the venue, and I don't recall too much of what I said to him. I did want to hurry. I didn't want to take up too much of his time, and I didn't want, people to mob him. So I was pretty quick. I just took a picture, but it meant a lot to me. Ricky's actually the first person I ever met from Motionless in the same fashion like that, too. I met him outside the venue right before the concert. Pretty exciting stuff. I was actually walking around and walking back, and I met Chris, which I think that's always really cool, getting to just run into Chris like that. So I took a picture of Chris, same thing, didn't want to take up too much of his time. He did seem kind of busy and in a rush, so it already meant a lot to me that he stopped to take a picture. So I just, did that and moved along. I really wanted to meet Devin. I kept seeing Devin walk back and forth, but I didn't want to bother him either. But finally, I did see him outside the bus, and Devin usually, knows who I am and stuff, so I wouldn't bother him otherwise, but he does recognize me, so I went up to him, and Devin is just the sweetest person ever. When he saw me, like, when he looked up and actually saw me, because he, was, looking down for a while, he gave me the biggest smile, which made me smile even bigger. It meant a lot to me. I know I keep saying, like, with Devin, it made me so happy, and it meant a lot to me, but get used to it in this video. That's what you're going to hear a lot. He gave me, 3 hugs, just really tight, nice hugs. I mean, he's the best, he gives the best hugs, so that was really nice. He asked me if I had VIP, and I told him yeah, and I asked him what time it was, so he looked up what time the VIP started. I gave him his letter, because I always write Motionless White letters, so I gave that to him, and he thanked me, a bunch of times, and it was just so personal, actually being, behind the bus, and, getting to actually talk to him for, a little bit. I was actually the one who walked away. I didn't want to take up too much of his time or just, be a bother, so I mean, I would have loved to stay and talk to him longer, but it really meant a lot to me that he did actually talk to me for a little bit, and it was just really nice, even when I told him bye, we just had, the biggest hug, and I walked away, but it's definitely the most personal meeting of Devin I've had, and that really meant a lot to me, because you guys know that Devin and Chris are both just, the biggest influences ever to me. So, after that, I got to meet Vinny, and I've always wanted to meet Vinny on his own. I've never gotten a picture with Vinny and I, by ourselves, so that was super exciting to get to meet Trap Demon finally. And again, pretty brief, none of them were as lengthy as Devin's, but that's okay, because they didn't have to be. That was really meaningful to me. So I also went up to AJ and took a picture with AJ. If you don't know who AJ is like one of their crew, but he's really cool and I love AJ. So I got a picture of him, which was really cute. I saw Kylie and Gaia walking around, but I didn't want to bother them because someone yelled at Kylie, like someone yelled her name and she ran. So I don't know if she was busy or what, but I just didn't want to bother her. I saw her walk around too with AJ talking to him and a few people, but I just figured, I won't bother him. So that didn't happen, but I was super stoked, you know, getting to meet 4/5 of the band before the even VIP, you know, the VIP even started. That was really cool. So we go into the venue and the VIP starts. I'm not gonna mention too much of like the Q&A. I did want to talk about it a little bit because some things happened that were a little bit crazy. So if you follow Kylie and Gaia on Instagram, you might have seen they got in a little bit of beef with Ash Costello. Don't know what it was about. I don't know the full length of the whole fight or anything, but it did happen. And it was very odd. I've heard from other people that Chris and Ash Costello weren't on good terms anymore, and I didn't really know what to think of it. But someone asked Chris during the Q&A, they were like, will you ever make another song with Ash Costello? And Chris pauses for a second, and he's like, no. And I was shook. I was like, what? Like, it was more on the wild side of things. And then, on the more touching end, someone asked if Motionless in White will ever replace Balls and get, like, another keyboardist. And Chris said, you know, I don't think that our fans would want that, and we wouldn't want that either. So, no, we're not going to replace Balls, which I was like, I didn't expect to cry during this. I really didn't. But, you know, I always get emotional when Balls gets brought up. But I thought that was really sweet, and I do agree. I think that a lot of us, you know, myself included, really don't want a replacement for Balls. So I thought his answer was really sweet. The actual photo, you know, part of the meet and greet started after that. And it's like on a stage. There's like a little steps to walk up to it. I don't know. This meet and greet was really short in comparison to other ones. I don't know. It just felt really rushed. But this was a sold out meet and greet. And there was like 120 people, I think. Something like that. So a lot of people. And I went up for my photo. Adrian and I always take photos like together. We take one together and one separate. So I go up for mine. And I don't know what I was thinking. Totally was going to skip Ghost because he was in front and I was trying to hand out the letters and I already gave Devin his when I met him behind the bus. So I was going to skip him and Devin like grabbed me and pulled me in for a hug, which really, really just meant a lot to me. That was really cute. Made me super happy. So, and I told him, I was like, you already got your letter, like, you know, joking around with him. But it was nice. It was really cute. I stood by Chris for the picture, and Chris is like, you don't have to stand by me, because I think he thought I wanted to stand by Devin, because, you know, I love Devin, but I love Chris and Devin so much, so I always stand by Chris in the first one, and Devin in the second one with Adrian in it. Adrian came up, and it's funny, so Ryan, at the last concert about 6 months ago, during the meet and greet, Adrian walks up, and Ryan tells Adrian, he's like, I have something for you, and he hands him a little piece of paper. It's like a little gum wrapper, and Adrian and I saved it for 6 months just for this show to give back to Ryan, and Adrian gave it back to Ryan, and Ryan's like, oh shit. So that was funny, and it was just like nice. I got to hug all the members by. I usually don't. I always hug Chris and Devin just because I'm in such a rush, but during the photo, Adrian asked Ryan if he would hold his hand, and Ryan was like, and he was like, I guess so, and he did, and I was holding on to Devin in it, so we're like right next to each other, like I'm right next to Ryan, who's holding Adrian's hand, and then I'm holding on to Devin, so our photo is really, really cute. I love it. I think it's one of my favorite meet and greet photos ever. Can't think of much else that happened. You know, Chris, like, thanked me for being there a few times, which means a lot to me, you know, that he thanks me, and Adrian even was just like, yeah, like, he's, you know, so sweet that he always does, like, he's always so, you could just tell he's so appreciative. And so it comes time to get off that little stage, and Ghost is like, you guys have to stage dive, which I thought was funny, but, Ghost just kind of interacted a lot during it, and, I don't know, Devin's a doll, so, you guys already know that. Fast forward to the concert. William Control opened, and I've never been a William Control fan. I, just didn't care for him. A lot of my followers and stuff do. and I never did. I wasn't really impressed with him or anything. So Adrian and I were kind of even like having to sit through that, but we were so surprised. William Control was amazing. He put on such an amazing show. Honestly, one of the best openers I've ever seen. He was better than almost any metalcore band I've ever seen like open. He was so entertaining. He was doing like these crazy ass mic tricks, and he just sounded amazing. His songs were really good. Everything was really good. So that was kind of like shocking. And Adrian included, you know, he thought the same thing. He was like, wow, he was really good. He was just like whipping this microphone around. One of the photographers got so scared. Like when he like flicked it, I thought he hit her, but he didn't even hit her, and she like backed away. So that was kind of funny. Miss May I played, which was cool. They played a few songs that I really liked, and I tweeted that they played Relentless Chaos. I didn't even at Miss May I or Levi from Miss May I, and Levi Benton, the lead singer, replies to me, and he's like, because I was like, I'm so happy, and he was like, me too. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Motionless was phenomenal as always. It was a sold out show, so my only complaint was it was super cramped. It just got really packed in there. I hardly had any room to move. Like, it is the most uncomfortable concert I've ever been to, but besides that, it was amazing. I finally caught my first pick ever from a concert. Well, not from a concert. So, it's like a Rick and Morty pick from Ryan, but I've never got a pick in all these years that I've been going to Motionless in White shows, ever. So, I was so excited to finally have gotten this. Some girl argued that I already got one when the security guard handed it to me, because I didn't catch it. It was on the floor, and the security guard like picked it up and gave it to me. And she was like, she already got one. I was like, I did not. But the security guard gave it to me, and he was like, she didn't get one. So made me really happy that finally, after all these years, I got one. They also bummed me out because Chris has been playing a lot of songs from When Love Met Destruction on this tour, and on my date, he didn't play any, which as a longtime Motionless fan and a When Love Met Destruction fan, it's a little devastating, but the rest of the songs rocked. You know, played like a lot of my favorites, and they're amazing as always. I can't even, their shows are just the best thing on earth. Like, if you've never seen Motionless in White live, you need to go see them. They're amazing. That is about it for the concert. I do want to show you the merch before this video is like 3 hours long. So here is the poster for the meet and greet. It's like a signed poster. It also came with a backpack and pins, but those are across my room, and I don't want to have to get up and get them to show you guys, but there's pictures of them all over the internet. That's the VIP lanyard right here. The other one's in my car, but I got these, well, not in, it's on my car. They finally made Motionless in White car stickers, and I've been wanting a car sticker for Motionless since I first got a car. And so there's this one. I have to like hold it here so you can see it. And the other one is the old Motionless in White font that says Motionless in White. It's already on my car. It's beautiful. Super excited about that. This bad boy was one of the highlights of the merch, I think, in my opinion. You guys, it's a fucking winter coat. I got to wear it the day after because it snowed too, and it's so warm and cozy, and the only bad thing about it, I look like a marshmallow in it because it's so fluffy. So that's the only downside, but besides that, such an amazing thing. Show you the shirts. I already wore this, but I just pulled it out of my hamper so I could show you guys it. It has Motionless White in like cartoon form. I think they're supposed to look like Tim Burton characters, but Adrian made me laugh because he said they look like Family Guy characters, and they kind of do, but either way, it's so cute. This shirt I almost wasn't even going to buy, which I want to kick myself for now. I was like, oh, it's kind of ugly because it's so colorful, but dude, it's a Creatures logo, not logo, a Creatures album cover shirt. Like, come on. Like, how sickening is that? Adrian told me I should make it into a dress, and I actually might do that. I do want to incorporate all this into a makeup look and maybe wear this. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? This was my favorite thing I bought, I think. And also my new favorite hoodie. I just loved the little bat and the logo. It looks so nice. Like, I love bats. I think you guys know that. And it's just a tour date hoodie. Let's see. I'm like trying to find the next one. Oh. Same thing, but a shirt form of it. But yeah, super cute. I'm sorry, I'm just like piling everything off to the side. because I don't know what to do with it right now. And this is the last one. So this shirt is for Dead as Fuck 2, Not My Type. On the back, it says, if she's got a pulse, then she's not my type. So, really cute. All the shirts are really cute and cool. So, I'm pretty excited with my merch buys from this concert. But then again, I usually am. So, let's see if there's anything else I missed. I guess not. Besides the pins in the backpack. But like I said, if you guys do really want to see those, you can find them online somewhere, I'm sure. Like, just maybe look it up or something, because I've seen a lot of people post about them. Yeah, so that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was getting on the lengthy side, so I do want to end it, but I love you guys so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!